Well, good afternoon, good evening, everybody. It is July the 14th at 1:37 p.m. Okay, now, this is for the Republicans. For all the times that we heard, we got to get down to the bottom of this. All right, Mr. Jim Jordan, get down to the bottom of this. What are they hiding? What are they Trumplicans and all them people? What are they hiding with this Epstein files? Why are they all of a sudden just, there's nothing there to see? Okay, I'll put it this way. I was watching Katie Fang, and I watched Park Rose, and like I say, I watch Boomer and all kinds of creators, and it's like, I'm trying not to get too much into this, because despite my upbeat performance, I'm still so freaking flabbergasted, fearful, and daggone plumb fed up with what's going on with the number one Trump administration, with Stephen Miller, with his upgrading and pushing the ICE agency to, arresting people, pulling babies from their mamas, pulling husbands from their families, pulling, grandmas and veterans that are disabled. This is sickening. Okay? Now, I'm trying to make this one light because, here we are with the Jeffrey Epstein files, and nobody wants to, say, well, there should be enough of what's going on. And yes, I'm wearing a Hawks t-shirt. But, it's really infuriating to me what's going on, and they claim to be so law and order, but like people say, they are deflecting and accusing people of the very things that they are doing in the name of Christianity. And I think that's what gets to me the worst of all, that people are using Christianity to say, well, they should have come here legally. Well, they shouldn't be out there. They had to have done something. That crap. Oh, yeah. I'm an emotional freaking wreck. I can hide it pretty much, on a day-to-day basis. But this is why I hide myself in my little cocoon. And I'll put it this way. I'm getting my little cocoon up in order despite what's going on. Like I'd say, I'm trying to make use of what I've got. I'm trying to be smart. I paid up my rent, and what's happened to me is not necessarily my fault, but, and so forth and so on, But I feel like if you have a voice, use it. Do what you can, how you can, when you can. And, don't claim that you're for law and order when it only comes to one side. If you're truly for justice, if you're truly for law and order, you need to be it. It's like with your If you claim to be something, be it. If you claim to want justice, do it for every situation, no matter whether you agree with somebody sometimes or all the time. If Democrats are on that list, get them. If Republicans are on that list, get them. You know, stop this frickin' deflecting and in all actuality admitting to what you're doing. Because that's all those accusations are. They're admitting what they are actually doing and trying to blame somebody else. This is getting to the ridiculous, redundant, all the frickin' Trump cults. You know, my swappy pappy is just coming up into my spirit. And don't be and no, I hadn't taken any of my edibles for a few days. Maybe I need one, huh? As my son would say, take a chill pill, Ma. But no, you know, it's like I say, I do this not only because I need to speak up, because it is frustrating. If I don't do these things, sometimes I get to the point where I just want to hide away. I would be one of those that would be taken for sure. I have a neighbor lady that she's a veteran, and on the 4th of July, and when I heard about it, because like I say, I was over at my friend's house helping her out. I'm done with 4th of July. I do have my flag up. I finally put it up, but I only put it up because I do love America. I'm not wrapping myself in it. I'm not, you know. I went out on Flag Day for the No Kings protest. What it should stand for. You know, this is getting to the point of, like I say, I just want to just stay away from most everybody. You know, I love listening to a lot of people on TikTok. Well, no, not TikTok anymore. I'm not even on TikTok because of all the junk and idiocy going on, but on YouTube. And so it's like, I don't even bother with any other social media because it's getting to the point where you gotta sift through, you know. YouTube, it has my information, it has my music, you know, and just all I need, you know. I'm gonna try to get my transistor radio working. I was given that radio by an old roommate that had moved out. But yeah, we need justice, and we need Trump brought to justice. And if any MAGAs are finally waking up, you know, don't get me wrong. I'm not gonna trust them as far as, you know, 10-foot poles, just like I used to feel about certain people. But it's, if they can wake up and speak up against this fascist regime, much better, you know. But that's all I'm asking for, is truth to win out. Okay? Alright, that's it. I love y'all. I hope y'all have a good rest of your day. Like I say, I'm trying trying to do the best I can with what I got. That's all you can do. God bless you all. As always, stay kind, stay graceful, especially with yourself. Stay true.